What's up, guys? SirAllAboutMusic here, bringing another album review. Today I'm going to be doing REM's Monster, released in 1994. This album is a little different, way different from REM's earlier releases. They wanted to take a step back from the softer acoustic side that they had in Out of Time and Automatic for the People. And the change is so radical. There's really, there's such a lack of correlation. You can't see where the ideas for this album came from based on their earlier stuff, that it's almost hard to listen to this as an REM album. It's very difficult to listen to this and be like, okay, this is an REM. I can't do it. Whenever I listen to this album, I register that it's an REM album, but I can't listen to it as an REM album. It's really weird. So, What's the Frequency, Kenneth is the very first song, one of the singles off the album. And I really like this song. I think it's a great song. It's got a really sweet riff. That song really sets the tone for the rest of the album. And it's a really great song. And I love Mike Mills' bass line. His bass guitar stuff really stands out in this album. You can actually hear what's going on very, very clearly. And he does not keep his bass line stagnant. Mike Mills doesn't usually, but it really, it's a really a living kind of part of the music on this album, and it's really, really cool. The solo on this song has a lot of tension. It's just a very tense solo. So, yeah, this song is a great, great song. Crush with Eyeliner is another good song. It's just like a really badass song, and it just kind of drips with sexuality, but Michael's lyrics kind of, she's a sad tomato. They're almost childish, and they kind of, it kind of detracts from this like dripping sexuality that this song has as far as the music and the vocal melody goes. The only thing that I don't like about the song is the bass line for the chorus. It does this strange little trill, and I think it kind of sounds kind of stupid. So that's the only thing. King of Comedy, first time I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? I was just totally lost. It's like an 80s dance tune almost. It's just a really, really weird song. It is a dance song, though. I mean, most of the stuff on here, this is a very danceable album. You can definitely dance to most of these songs, but this is really, very, weird song. I Don't Sleep, I Dream. This is my favorite song on the album. This awesome drum line that starts off the song that's just really kind of, it has this sort of groove, and then this kind of whimsical, floaty riff comes in. The whimsical floatiness of the song is reinforced by the piano by far. It accentuates this kind of floaty feeling. The only thing that I have a problem with this song is Michael's falsetto in the chorus. There's about halfway through the chorus he hits a falsetto, and I don't know what it is about that, but it detracts from the song for me. But it still is one of my favorite songs on the album. Star 69, really catchy song. The thing about this is most of the stuff, except for I Don't Sleep, I Dream, most of the main riffs in this album are just chord progressions. You don't really hear a lot of the chiming guitar riffs that Peter Buck is known for. And you can hear it in this song. He'll hit a chord and then kind of, end it off with, one or two, pick strings. So that, you can definitely hear that again. Strange Currencies is a really relaxing, soulful song. But oh my God, it has the stupidest thing in it. About halfway through the song, in the verse, Peter puts bridge picking in it. And every time I hear that, it just grates my ears. I can't stand that. It's like this just out of tune, nasty, high pitched ting sound. I can't stand that at all. Tongue. is a great song. It really is kind of like a standout song on this album, in the fact that it really doesn't fit with the overall feel. It's really weird, another weird song. It is the song that Michael Stipe says he's most proud of on the album. It's kind of got this, like bright new day, starting over feeling. I don't know. For me, it kind of, sets this tone of, yeah, this is what REM was, and now, we're gonna start something new. Take that as you will. Bang and Blame is a good song. Is a really good song. It's got, I don't know, like the very first. Every time I listen to the beginning of the song, it kind of has this, another really dance feel to it. Almost like I don't know why I think this. It almost has like a salsa feel to it. Stipe's vocals on the chorus are really punctuated. The bang, 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 blang, blang, blang. And, it just gives the song a kind of force to it. It's too long. It's way too long. 5 minutes is just ridiculous, and half of that is taken up by something at the end. But even without that, the song's way too long. I Took Your Name is a fair song. It just sounds too much like Crush with eyeliner for me. That's the only problem I got with it. Circus Envy is like an ominous song. It's like a dangerous kind of song. It's just really creepy kind of song. So yeah. What I skipped Let Me In, which is another one of my favorite songs. The song was dedicated to Kurt Cobain, and it's a mournful song, definitely, but they do it in a really weird way. They give it this harsh, biting kind of tone with the guitar, and they did use Kurt's Jaguar in the recording studio to do this song. But it's just, and Michael gives these big, deep cries in the chorus where he goes, "Hey, let me in," and it's just so full and soulful and mournful, and it's a really a great song. It's definitely one of my favorites. Last song is You, and when I first heard this song, it totally the little fill that Peter puts in between the two chords that he uses reminded me of Over the Hills and Far Away by Led Zeppelin. It's a little different, obviously, but it does have a kind of sound like that to it. So, and it's just got this kind of like lost in the desert feeling to me. I don't know, for me, it just is like you're stumbling around trying to get somewhere. I think it's a great song to wrap up the early REM stuff with. Like I said, I think this is their last good album, and this song is really a good note to end on. So yeah, that's what I think. Originality gets an 8. While this album is original, I think you can hear REM's pulling from other bands that were around at that time. 1994, the year that grunge pretty much died, but this like more alternative scene was coming around. The Breeders and bands like that. And I think REM kind of took a cue from that, and they also took cue from glam rock. You can definitely hear the glam rock in this album. So originality gets an 8. I like this album, but I can't listen to it as an REM album, so it gets an 8. Production gets a 9.5. Scott Litt again. His last album with them would be New Adventures in Hi-Fi, which is their next album. And Flow gets a 9.5 because sometimes this album is all the songs just sound so the same that the flow is just kind of stagnant. There's no flow to it. It's just like a flat line. So it gets boring sometimes. So total is 8.75. I would not recommend starting on this album. I would recommend getting this album later if you want to get into the band, but not starting on this album. So that's what I have to say about this. So I'm running out of time. This is a Sir All About Music. Leave a comment in the comment section if there's a certain album you want me to review. Shoot me a PM and leave me some feedback, and I'll see you guys next time.